And good evening and welcome along. A little bit of music while everybody gets sorted out.
Dedicated to all in-laws. Posting to their Facebook feed with no filter. The one starting arguments in the neighborhood group. Your uncle that comments on a thirst trap while his profile pic got Auntie Deb in. Shout out to y'all for real. If you're offended, that means I'm understood. I don't live for your comfort. I don't act how I should. Go cry in the comments, go clutch that pearl. I'll be out back raising hell with my girl. Yeah, if you're offended, that means I'm living like I would. They want a clean mouth, clean boots, clean life. Like real men don't bleed and real love don't fight. They want a pretty story they can repost. I'm the one they want their kids about the most. I don't do PC, I do keep it real. I do cheap bill out songs raw deal. If you came to judge, you came to the wrong place. I'll smile in your face while I break your rules of grace. I ain't here to hear your feelings, I ain't here to play nice. I'm here to live loud in my own damn right. If you're offended, that means I'm understood. I don't live for your comfort. I don't act how I should. Go cry in the comments, go clutch that pearl. I'll be out back raising hell with my girl. Yeah, if you're offended, that means I'm living like a would. They preach online like they're holy as hell, then act surprised when their private life smell. They love to cancel, love to shame, love to throw stones and forget their name. I don't know you, nothing, not a single damn inch. Your skin's that thin, that ain't my flinch. I've been hated by bitter, I've been judged by words. I wear your anger like a badge on my shirt. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. Good. If you're offended, that means I'm understood. I don't live for your comfort. I don't act how I should. Go cry in the comments, go clutch that pearl. I'll be out back raising hell with my girl. Yeah, if you're offended, that means I'm living like I would. If you're offended, that means I'm understood. I don't live for your comfort. I don't act how I should. Go cry in the comments, go touch that pearl. I'll be out back raising hell with my girl. Yeah, if you're offended, that means I'm living like I would.
Steve, you've got input in your.
Hello? What's wrong?
Oh, just going to get. Oh no, it's all right now. You had feedback. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome along, and welcome back to the panel for a bit. Is my good friend Perrin and the children. So
are they too loud in the background?
Oh, they're all right. Doesn't matter. Kids are kids, mate. Kids are kids. I suppose the question is, what sheet of questions do people want first? That's the main thing. Just probably waiting for a couple more people to join. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. like I say, last week I didn't do a stream because I went and had a couple of beers down the pub, and not that that's ever a problem. And somebody bought a nibbly snacky thing. G'day, Leo. How are you doing, mate? Anyway, put it this way, to start off with, it was okay, but by the time I got home, my stomach was it may as well have been battery acid because it reacted. G'day, Daniel. Welcome along. But yeah, with that, I wasn't doing last Saturday. Like shit. That's life. But we're here this week, and very shortly we'll start asking some questions. That's what everybody's here for. If you
I'm just here for the beer.
You're here for the beer, that's okay.
Yeah. I'll just relate the story, what I told you. For the second time in my life, I've just had the bottom clean fall out of a beer glass, which is the weirdest thing. Now, that admittedly, they are cheap beer glasses. 25 baht, 50 pence each, half a dollar. But, and it's just a clean break. No sharp bit. It's just the bottom chunky bit fell out of the glass. So I've got beer everywhere. And kids. And I can't multitask to save my life. So it's a struggle.
Well, that's
But anyway, enough.
The trials and tribulations of streaming, mate.
Yeah. Absolutely. In
So
real
Nick,
life.
so that's what happens. Every time you think you've got everything planned, it goes to shit.
Yeah, and you know what I'm like? I quite like these technical little advances with the little microphones, the radio mic, and I mean, it's all cheap stuff, but it's quite clever. But all you want, strange enough, I remember Adrian talking about this when he was talking about aeroplanes. And everything has a backup for a start.
Yeah.
But also, compared to what's available, he said that aircraft technology was always very basic because you could rely on it. You know, it had been around for 30, 50 years.
Yeah. That came.
So the stuff that he used. Sorry?
That came from the old saying of keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. And it makes absolute sense. It's something that's been tried and tested over 30, 50 years. It's bound to be more reliable. Probably not as efficient or not as super duper. And I prove it all the time with this. It's much easier when you just use the laptop with the laptop camera and the laptop microphone. Okay, there's a slight increase in quality if you use, other stuff. And I mean, your microphone's excellent, but you've had that for ages, haven't you?
Yes, and I, it's always in a dust wrapper. It gets, kind of blown out regularly.
Yeah.
The real part about it, I don't talk directly into the microphone. I talk at a 45-degree angle to the microphone. So if there's no spitting, dribbling, any of that bullshit.
Right.
And yes, since the day I set this microphone up to now, I've never touched one adjustment on it because it does it.
And what do you use for speakers?
What I just use the speaker on the computer, but
right.
depending if I want to blank everything out, I just use a earpiece in one ear only.
Yeah.
Because if you,
is that wired into the laptop?
yeah, I can either put it in via the microphone, or I can put it in via the laptop. Yeah.
Oh, right. It
But-
plugs into the microphone as well. That's good.
So that the real thing, what I find with headphones, I don't like them because they do get a bit sweaty. But headphones, it plays with the equilibrium in your brain. This is my thinking, because you've got no. It's like being in a vacuum, if in realism, and I'd like to hear the little heater just humming away behind me. Although you can't hear it, but
No.
If something goes bang and crash, I want to hear that, because I want to know what the F and L it is,
Yeah. Could be an earthquake.
Well, I don't think I'd like to be in Venezuela at the moment.
No. That's a real bad one, wasn't it?
Yes, and I suppose the veracity of nature, it doesn't care if you're rich or poor. But they have a big problem with their government, their corruption and shit like that. So let's hope they do the right thing by some of the people. But I think a lot of the world charities will probably pick it up. And then that might make the world stage for their political dilemma a little more in the front end of things, so that the world looks at it more so, and hopefully they can have a transition into a better system. But realistically, unless there's oil or minerals or whatever, most of the world powers don't give a shit about a country. That's been proven time and time again over history. They talk about people's rights, this, that, God knows what. It's either religious or it's wealth that they're. It's all bullshit. But the Straits of Hormuz.
Isn't Venezuela number one for oil reserves?
No.
Certainly in the top three.
It's up there, but that's where the corruption comes from it. But I suppose what I've seen, the cities built on hills, on and multi, you may as well call them bloody pigeon boxes. Not the kind of living I would like anyway, but some people like cities, others don't. I'm in the others don't.
I'm in the others don't as well.
Yeah, give me the wide open spaces. I don't like the idea of we can hear somebody breathing next door. No, thank you.
Well, I think I've told you this before. I don't know if I did it online, but my best mate in England has got a beautiful 4-bedroom detached house in what they call a sort of new city on the outskirts of Southampton. Very, very select area. I tell you what, the aircraft control thing is there at Swanwick that does all the takeoffs and landings for all over Europe. So it's a very sort of upmarket place. But he's got a house there worth probably £500,000. Detached, but it's only 5 feet away from next door. So you can't go in his garden and sort of talk freely because next door can hear you.
Oh, that wouldn't worry personally. That wouldn't worry me, because if the neighbours were arseholes, I'd be outside having a barbecue, inviting all my mates around and calling the neighbours arseholes.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm moaning about England because that's my pastime. But how about living in America, where these HOA, housing something associations,
Yeah,
where you've got them telling you what to do? I mean, there's lots of instances on YouTube where you get the Karen coming round and say, "Go on."
Housing Owners Association. Well, it's not only America. It's called in Australia. It's called the body corporate, with that kind of dwellings, because that's the same as the gated communities and stuff like that in Thailand. So
yeah, and they can be a pain in the ass, but they're not quite as bad, because on most of the gated communities you've got Thais there, and they ignore any of the orders just as part of their culture. But on the one, I did live in one for 6 months, 9 months, and the only problem there was the swimming pool. Who was taking care of the communal swimming pool, and who was changing the filters, and how much should we charge? How much should the monthly charge be for the facilities? You know, the guard on the gate and what have you. But yeah,
that's normal.
It did make people did fall out about it.
Yeah, well, that's normally when they get all the owners together, or voting quorum together, and every house pays a fee each year, distributed evenly, for the ban on the gate, the swimming pool to get maintained, the public gardens and all that to be looked after. But it does at times. If people can get away with it, they will use that to elevate themselves and become dictators.
Yeah. I don't know if that happens quite so much in Thailand. Sure, it definitely does in America. And it's something I suppose we sort of have it, but it's more distant. We have what they call parish councils in England. And they have quite a lot of power, you know, and they can put in orange lines so you can't park your car. And they've got a bit of control, but it's not the same. But we do have council. I mean, I suppose the biggest problem for people is noise. Somebody being too noisy. So we've got people that will go around and check with a decimeter. Is that what it's called? Find out how many decibels your noise is. There's limits for that. But I don't think it's too bad. It's certainly nothing like the HLAs in America. And look, ideally we want somebody from America on here who's lived in one, because we could just be seeing the bad examples that are put on YouTube, because you're not going to put a good one where the housing association works perfectly. But certainly from what I've seen, it's ridiculous. You know, telling the children can't play in the garden, children can't be children, that sort of thing. It's horrendous. I would absolutely hate it, and you would as well, Johnny. Somebody would die.
Where I had my unit, there was a body corporate. It started off with a hired real estate, body corporate manager.
Right.
And there was two of them, and they thought they were acted like dictators. And one of them, I got right into him and said, "You're nothing but a piece of shit. Who the effing hell do you think you are?" And we, as the owners, we discharged that person as body corp, and there was one other person plus everybody, well, 5 out of 6 actually helped with bits and pieces. Our costs went down, and there was no great lengthy scream and match meetings. There was no missing funds. There was none of that.
Yeah.
But I do know years and years ago, I had a condo in Surfers Paradise, and the condo management, they were pretty ruthless. And if you said anything, they'd just, oh, well, you've got a fine. You weren't allowed to express your opinion. And I just said, oh, I'm not paying the fees. And they said, well, you have to, otherwise we'll do this, we'll do that under this rule. And I said, right, give us a copy of all this shit. And they didn't want to do that, but in the end, I pulled it apart, and I said, yeah, you're an employee. You don't own shit at all here. And I got with a few other condo owners, and we did the normal thing. We put a vote of no confidence. It went through at a meeting. They were sacked, and we hired a completely different thing. But you have to know kind of what you're doing. But a lot of these bastards, what I found out, especially in Queensland, they actually tender for the rights to manage. And then they start acting like little bloody dictators to regain the money that they've outlaid to have that position. They weren't actually voted in when they originally set up. The builders actually tender. How much will you give us to look after this? You know, under the Queensland laws. Queensland laws are different to Victorian laws. Hey, anyhow, but I, you know, as far as I'm concerned, if I was going to buy a condo in Thailand, it'd be just a weekender or whatever. I wouldn't bother that much about it. I wouldn't even get into the politics too much. But you'd make.
The tricky thing in Thailand is what happens in condos and to an extent on these gated communities is they start off great. When they're trying to get new people to come in, they've got security guards on there 24 hours a day. They've got people who go around doing manicuring, doing the gardening for the communal areas. And then as soon as they sort of get 3/4 full, the management sort of give up on it a little bit. And you find that the security guard's not there all the time. There's not so much looking after the place. And it's the same with condos. They start off fantastic. And then as time goes on, usually they're sort of, I think the first 5 floors, I'm thinking of one in particular, what's it called? There's one in Pattaya, I can't think what it's called. But it started off with the first 5 floors were hotel. So it had to be, the reception had to be immaculate, everything, you know, had to be organised. Then they changed the first 5 floors back into normal condos in we could rent. So it faded glamour is, faded something or other. That's the problem. They tend to deteriorate, and Thais particularly prefer new places. So the second-hand value is not so good. It's hard to sell them. Anyway, enough of that. How many have we got? Oh, there's 6 in the chat now.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Whether that's 6 people who are going to play, I don't know. But
Frio Docker Rex. G'day, buddy. Good to see you, mate.
What happened to the young girl in John Chem? I've missed that.
Oh, there was a drug fucked Australian, and he really wasn't an Australian. He was a piece of shit to come over here. Yeah, touched up a girl, you know, and then beat her up, shit like that.
Right.
I'm surprised that he didn't get street justice as well, but he'll get when he goes into the holding cells, he'll get a bit of local justice there, mate.
Yeah.
Righto, what do you want? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
You're going 2. G'day, Luce. How you doing, buddy?
I've never heard of that either, Luce. Is that a drama or acting? Citizen vigilante.
Yeah. I'm not on X. I'm only on Facebook, Line, and that's enough to worry about. But yeah, righto. Good to see you, Luce. You've been toiling. You've been on all your apps. Dear.
Oh, it's a 2026 vigilante action thriller.
The truth's always banned. Look at Carl Stefanovic, a news show anchor. He started doing some podcasts of his own, and the company he worked for, the channel he worked for, decided that we don't like what you're doing because you're showing both sides of the coin, not which side we're getting paid from. So, yeah. BB, how you doing?
I saw that.
Welcome along.
He interviewed Tommy Robinson. That was the final straw for them.
Yeah. And what's wrong with showing both sides of the coin?
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, you've got to do it. The greatest example, we had a genuinely far right guy in England called Nick. Shit, my memory's terrible. Nick Griffin, genuine far right commentator, and against advice, they put him on BBC Question Time. And he made such a fool of himself because you had reasonable people in the audience questioning him. He made such a fool of himself on that program, you hardly ever saw him again. It killed his career. He came over as a total idiot. Before that, when he was silenced, he was a menace. Once you saw him talk and couldn't answer the simple questions the audience were asking him, totally destroyed his career. It's the only way to test people. You've got to talk to them to show them up for what idiots they are. Anyway, enough yakety yak. What's the highest mountain in the world? No,
I can tell you which is the hardest mountain to climb.
Well, they're all pretty tricky for me.
Oh, that's the ladder in a... Oh, no, we'll leave that alone. Yeah. Righto, first question. What is the name of Shrek's wife?
Oh. Good question.
Oh, don't you know this one?
I'll know it when I hear it. Oh, I got it. I think. I did get it without seeing the answers that came up here.
Yeah, Fiona.
First one with that is BBB. BBBB.
Yeah, BB.
1 point. Well played, BB.
Okay.
Young, BB.
How many milligrams make a gram? A spoon would be able to tell us this one.
Yeah.
Righto, Mr. Perrin. What do you think the answer is?
It's 1,000.
1,000.
Mm.
That
All
would
measurements
be
should be in thousands. Centimetre, which is 100 millimeters, is made up. Mathematicians hate it because they should all be multiples of 1,000.
a centimetre is a century, which is 100 millimeters.
Yeah, but when the system was designed, metric system, it was designed on the basis of 1,000 only. Centimetre came in later because 1,000 millimeters was too hard for people to sort of visualize.
That's why it was a metre.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, I've got that as loose.
Yeah.
Play loose. 1 point.
Yeah, the metric system is actually very easy, but until you get into the micro, Oh, here's a really, really hard question. What's the capital of Thailand?
Do you want the full name, Johnny?
Now I could be an arsehole here, couldn't I?
It's one of these places just for anybody that doesn't know. I mean, the right answer's coming up, but it's actually got an original name, which is about a paragraph long.
Ah, yeah,
I think it starts off as City of Angels type of thing.
Yeah, it basically describes the City of Angels.
Yeah. But the correct answer is Bangkok, and BB's got it. Another point for BB.
Well done.
And again.
Okay, rolling along. The song "Torn" was released by what Australian female singer? Yeah, that's not. It actually did get up there. TORN. And the singer is actually on the world stage, so it's not an Australian song.
No, I know that one, Johnny. She was absolutely beautiful. And there's a line in the song which says, "Here I am lying naked on the floor." But, if only the video was showing that.
And welcome along to the lovely Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
No,
it looks weird.
Natalie Imbugnia, whatever,
Just double check, Johnny. I've got that down as another one for BB.
Yes, I will totally agree with that. So now we're on to the two.
BB.
Now we're on to the 2 pointers. BB is very, very good at this kind of stuff. Spelling is not a prerequisite, BB. As long as we get an idea what you're saying, that's good enough for us.
And your spelling was as good as any of us could come up with. It looks pretty good to me.
Now, I'd virtually defy somebody. The IMBRUG LIA. That's the in Bugnia. That's it. That's all, folks.
Imbruglia.
Yeah. Yeah. Luce took the shortcut and just went Natalie. That works too.
Yeah.
And Lisa did the same thing. Nat Imbruglia. Hey. We're all doing pretty well over here, thank you, Lisa. How are you doing? I think it's very interesting that finally Britain has warmed up. It might be worth visiting now. Okay.
It'll be over by Wednesday.
It's been going on for a little while, but anyhow, it killed the other year it killed a whole heap of them when it got to 40.
Yeah.
Right, who wrote the famous diary when hiding from the Nazis in Amsterdam? Who wrote the famous diary while hiding from Nazis in Amsterdam?
Christ, BB is good at this.
What do you think the answer is, Mr. Perrin?
I'm going with BB. I'm saying Anna Frank.
The Diary of Anne Frank. Correct. What is the name of the galaxy that we live in? I can answer that. Fucked if I know. I'm going with fucking Captain Kirk. Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligence here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I know it's easy to say after the event. That's why I've gone with the same as BB.
Oh, so far, Luce, you better get your ass into gear, Luce. So what did you go for, Mr. Parent?
Milky Way.
Yes, that's correct.
Another 2 points for BB.
Hey, remember that old ad, you know, the Milky Bar Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they just come to mind. It's just stupid shit, but anyway. Rightio.
All right.
The Aurora.
I can sing the song if you want. Sorry.
Oh, please don't bless us with that. The Aurora Borealis. The Aurora Borealis is commonly known as what?
Whoa. Nice one, Lisa.
No, I don't know about that, Lisa.
Well, maybe you call them something different in Australia. But that's what we call them.
Aurora Borealis is known as what, Luce? Here's Oz. G'day, Oz.
Hi, Oz. Yeah, that's what we call them in the UK.
The Aurora Borealis is actually the northern lights. Don't forget, down here we have the southern lights.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
northern lights is correct, and that was Lisa.
2 points for Lisa.
Well, Lisa's made a statement straight away.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. Got 2 games to go, and we're only on the middle part of it, mate. Right. What is the name of the phobia that involves an abnormal fear of spiders? The largest is on 7. Oz. And what do you think, Mr. Parent?
It's arachnophobia. You see, this is a tricky one. Difficult rule in here. You did actually say what phobia is it, and it's anacria. So Man About Oz is pretty good on that one. BB spelt the whole thing out, and so is Luce.
Well, you're calling it.
But,
which one?
Well, since she's put phobia in the question, what is the phobia? Then it's anacra, which isn't quite spelt right, Man About Oz, but I'd probably give it to Oz.
All right, we'll give it to Oz. Give it to Oz. Oz is hitting the board.
2 points.
Well, Oz is saying BB, but the score is...
Yeah, BB
the score is
got enough.
given to you, Oz. I give Oz a bit of leeway because his internet and shit like that is pretty crap.
Yeah.
And
technically, no, I don't think we're breaking any rules. Technically, he's right. You asked what the phobia is, and it's anacra. It's an arachnophobia.
They actually say arachnophobia, but arachna is that part of it, and the rest of it, you've already asked the question of phobia. What phobia is it? Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Anyhow, moving right along. Now we're into 3-pointers. BB, there's not a lot of us. I've been doing it for years, and I love it. And the reason I love the trivia is because it keeps my mind active. Sometimes I go off on tangents and all kinds of stuff. Tan the man, g'day, buddy. Welcome along. Righto. Well, where are we up to again? 3-pointers.
Yeah.
What are the names of the 2 old men, or the 2 old men Muppets, on the balcony?
It's a good question. I can remember one of them, not the other.
One of them was Suckerhorn, and the other get fucked, Oz. Yeah, one of them was Suckerhorn.
I think Luce has come in. I remembered Waldorf. The first one I didn't remember. Statia, is it? Statler?
The Salter and Waldorf is the correct answer.
Salter or Statler? Wow, it's close enough anyway. 3 points to Luce.
Rightio.
Oh, I've only just got the joke. Oz was saying the answer was Johnny and Perrin. Sorry, Oz.
Yeah. Oz, you got to remember he's British, a little bit behind the game plan.
Yeah, I thought you were just saying hello.
Who was the Nobel Prize named after? No, I want his name. We know it was Noble. Have another go.
People again. I think we've got to give it to Loose.
Rodney Rood.
Although it's Alfred, Alf will do. So, Johnny, as a bonus question, what did he invent?
His name was Alfred Bernhard Nobel.
Well, nobody's going to get the burnout. Surely Alfred would work.
Oh, look, we'll give it to Luce. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. So, what did he invent, Johnny?
What? Pardon?
Dynamite. I said, what did he invent? And the answer is dynamite.
Oh, he invented a lot of things. Well, dynamite was actually a part of quite a few inventions he had, because originally, before dynamite, they had nitroglycerin, which was very unstable. But by mixing the nitroglycerin, gave them a more stable, transportable thingo, and that's that's history.
And Oz is on the same page as I am. It's exactly why he had the Nobel Prize, because he felt so bad about it. But guess what, Oz? After that, he joined his brother, who was a chemical scientist in his own right, and they then worked on putting lead into petrol. So not only did he invent dynamite, which killed lots of people, but he wasn't really part of putting lead in petrol, but he was working for the same company that did. His brother's company pioneered putting lead into petrol.
Yeah, that's the thing is.
Bit of a bummer, really, isn't it? You kill lots of people with dynamite, and then you kill lots of people in a roundabout way. He wasn't only responsible for it. It was a company that was responsible for it. But yeah, didn't go well for him.
The whole part about it, he never set out to kill anybody.
No.
Actually, prevention, especially with the dynamite, but what people use things for, I remember when I used to go, when I was a kid, you could go to the supermarket-y thing and you could buy gelignite.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between dynamite and gelignite. Fuses, however many feet of fuse you wanted, and detonators, and some cabbages and whatever, and just check it out in your normal, that was when I was a young fella.
Yeah. Well, the one thing my dad said, my dad was only in the territorial army, in national service, and he said the best day was when they showed you how to use explosives. And you'll know the name, John, I can't think of it, but there's a cord they used to put round telegraph poles to take poles down and things like that. And he said, "Oh, that was so much fun. Put that round a tree."
That's dead cord. But now there was cordite. That was cordite.
Yeah.
And it was so like a rope made up of the nitroglycerin mixed with a filler to stabilize it like a sausage. Yeah. Anyhow.
Okay.
Right. If we're on it, the difference between dynamite and gelignite, dynamite blows up, gelignite blows down. That's fact.
Okay.
Right out. Who was the writer of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? Well, it normally is, Lisa. Oz reckons it was Lisa's mum. I didn't think Lisa's mum was her dad as well. Don't any of you remember? All right, that one's through to the wicket keeper. But who did you think it was, Mr. Parent?
I know it, so you can keep it for next week if you want.
Well, that's okay. Righto, we'll move along.
All right.
Name the pop star who once starred in a Disney show, Hannah Montana.
Okay. I would have gone with what BB's gone for, but you just put an S instead of a Y. Miley Cyrus.
That is exactly right. And she didn't have a achy breaky heart either. Oh, well.
No, she was, I can bring myself flowers, getting caught in the rain. There you go. So, 3 points for BB.
Yep. Righto, now we're on to the 4 pointers. Name the civil rights icon who refused to give up her bus seat.
Oh, what was she called? Another one of those, I'll know it when I see it.
Well, the thing about it was about racism, and the whole part about it, if you pay for your seat or pay for your ride, why should you give up your seat because somebody thinks that the genre equality?
Yeah. I've got the last name, BB. So if we go with your first bit, I know what the last name was.
Well, righto, I'm going to call this one. What do you think the surname was?
Oh, BB just got it. Rosa Parks. So that's a 4 points to Rosa. To BB.
Yeah, Rosa Parks. She parked her ass and she wasn't moving that for nobody.
Apparently, history is sort of changing a little bit. It wasn't really just Rosa Parks on her own. It was, in effect, a publicity stunt, and it was mostly white. It was mostly white activists that were behind the stunt. You know, it was set up. It's rather like they do for YouTube these days, and you know they set up a situation, and they set up the thing of Rosa Parks saying she's not going to move from a seat, but it was all set up. It was part of the civil rights movement, which was mostly, as is today, sort of mostly middle class white fellows doing it.
Yeah, it was Lieutenant Welcome Squire.
Wow, and then there's Cappy. Welcome, mate.
if I
Okay.
chose to waste a whole heap of time, and I've been doing this for a long time, you know, I come across a stash of books, which I should be burning, from when I first started recording trivia. It would be interesting if I wanted to waste that much frigging time to go through and see but going back through one of the other ones, some of the scores were pretty bloody high. But it's all about fun. That's the thing, as long as you have fun. Righto. Right, BB got that one. What Star Wars creature lived on the forest moon of Endor? Fuck, I hated fucking Star Wars shit.
Now, the first one was absolutely brilliant. After that, nothing.
Oh, dear.
And don't ask me, John. I've got no idea, mate.
So good. G'day, buddy. Welcome along. Well, the answer is the Ewoks.
Ewoks. It's all good. Okay, so straight in with 4 points.
Righto. Now we've got the 5-point question. Just bear with me for a moment. And the 5-point question is, what type of weather is associated with a no, forget that one. What flammable liquid is distilled from coal char or coal tar? What flammable liquid is distilled from coal tar?
It's a good question.
It's not an easy question. But
I've got 2 answers, and the 2 answers, and both of them are probably wrong.
It is a 5-point question, though.
I thought diesel was just part of petroleum. But I could be totally wrong.
Okay. Righto, I'll ask you another one. A little bit easier, but
Oh, let me just have a go. I would go for kerosene or paraffin. Any good?
naphthane.
No?
No, naphthane.
Methane? That's a gas.
Naphthane.
Oh, never heard of it.
Well, it's in a lot of shit that you don't want to come across it in, but it's in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Righto, I'll make it. We'll go for an easier question. Righto. The Carpenters. Everybody knows the Carpenters. They had a hit calling occupants of the interplanetary craft. Was originally recorded by what Canadian group?
And you think this one's easier?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, well, the original
Canadian groups.
It was a Canadian group that originally recorded it.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking of. Crash Test Dummies is the only Canadian group that I know.
Righto, all right. I'm not going to tell you the answer because I might use it another day. Fuck me dead. Who directed Pet Shop Boys video to It's a Sin? Now, these are easy questions.
Wow. I don't know who directed any musical video.
Oh, fuck me. All right. I'll make it easy. I'll make it really, really fucking easy. Who sang the 1960s hit Catch the Wind?
Somebody get this one. I need a beer on a break.
It's like, fuck. Now I know how a dentist feels.
Like pulling teeth.
No response on that one.
No idea.
All right. Well, yeah, mind you, this is supposed to be a hard question for 5 points. What is the capital of friggin' India? What's the capital of India? This is interesting, Mr. Perrin.
It's Delhi, but is it called New Delhi now?
Oz just beat you.
Yeah.
New Delhi.
No, it's since it's a 5-pointer, it's your shout. We had
Delhi,
then New Delhi from Oz.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Oz.
Well,
but
BB Storm such an early lead that even with Oz's 5 points added, BB still raced away with it. She was on 14. And or he? Is it a she or he?
I think
BBB.
BB. I think BB is a she, but it doesn't matter.
And she's
We're
on
not.
14. Loose 1, Lisa 2, Oz 7, Loose 3, and Sword 4. Excellent game, Johnny. Right, I've got to go. Back in a bit.
Right, yeah. What we'll do is we'll go and do what you got to do. There's nothing wrong, Sydney. Well, but that's I know you're a girl, BB. Intermission. That's it. I'll play I'll play a song. It's enough time usually to grab a drink, go to little boys or girls' room and have a cigarette or whatever. Have a puff on a joint, whatever your thing is, and well, we'll do that, and we'll be back very shortly.
Feeling some days like oxygen, slipping from underneath my skin, trying to hold to what it's been, and I know it's a matter of time. Scared of unearthing parts of me, pieces even I haven't seen. Every time you get close, I need to go, and you don't ask me why, but I hear you say it'll be okay. The words like a blanket on my coldest day. This love we have found, a gold mine and more. You told me to believe you when you say I'm yours. I'm scared I'll be why you walk right out of my life. Then you say every fear I know, let me be the one to hold on. Let me be the one to hold on. Baby, come close and listen in. You can try all you want, but this is something I'm fighting for to my end. I can promise you, every monster under your bed, I'll be there fighting in your head. Give me your doubts and questions, and I know the answer to. I can feel your pulse. No, it's not your fault. I'll spend every hour proving you what I'm not. This love we have found, a gold mine and more. You told me to believe you when you say I'm yours. I'm scared I'll be why you walk right out of my life. Then you say every fear I know, let me be the one to hold. Let me be the one to hold. This love we have found, a gold mine and more. You told me to believe you when you say I'm yours. I'm scared I'll be why you walk right out of my life. Then you say every fear I know, let me be the one to hold on. Let me be the one to hold on.
Okay, we're back. And yes, BB is a young lady. So that is not, and I sub to your channel, BB. Don't forget, hit the like, forget the shares, sub if you want. That's up to you, but the like thing does help a little bit with the poo tube shit. Because they keep on shit canning me every week. I suppose yeah, that's all right. No worries. I'm just doing a little bit of where's my e-beacon one? Oh, there it is. Righto, we'll put that up. Right, now. Just wait till everybody's ready because you've got a choice between 1 and 3. That choice is always the participants. So I'll give you a couple of ticks. Lisa, the English aren't used to the warmer weather. And warmer weather does turn people a little bit agitated, especially if they can't get cool. Here's Graham. G'day, buddy. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you along. It's only been over the last few years that the English have actually got weather kind of like, oh, well, it's not quite as hot as we get here, but they have got it up there, and they don't really know how to cope with it. It's. I remember one summer here. It was 45 days and nights. It never got below 27 degrees. And that's,
we've had it similar before. We had in 1976. We had a whole summer of really hot days. But yeah, Oz is right. It's the same with snow. We're just not used. England is very moderate for its temperatures. It's never too cold. It's never too hot. So when we get extreme weather that other nations Canada deals with snow all the time. So does lots of Northern Europe. They naturally put on snow chains. I've never driven a car with snow chains on it. It's just because our temperatures are so moderate most of the time. It's not worth investing, putting air conditioners in all the houses because most of the time you don't need it. I mean, you're right, Oz. I mean, I think we're about 35 degrees at the moment. Often goes up to 40, and because of the moisture in the air, what's it called? Humidity. It feels hotter, but we're just used to it. We've got air conditioning. I think we've got about 7 fans in our house, 5 air conditioning units. So it's easy to live with it. And we've got very good air conditioners in the cars as well. It's not a struggle, but I can understand if you've got no access to an air conditioner, then it's 35 degrees is bloody hot, especially at night trying to sleep in it.
I don't mind some cool air, but I don't like air conditioning, but that's just me.
But most people in England don't even have a fan, Johnny. It's
Well-
unusual to have a fan. And when it gets hot, the fans in shops, because we do sell them, obviously, but the fans in shops are sold out within hours.
Rightio, we're going to start this happening. And we'll start it off. And the first question is, what colour are the G's in the Google logo? Google logo. What colour? Oh shit! That remind me of that story about the sauna when I open up the panel, Graham. I remember the first time I had a sauna. Yeah, interesting. Righto, Mr. Parrot. What do you think?
Don't ask me. I'm colourblind. I've got no idea.
Well, I
But
can tell
everybody's
you.
going for, we got PB going for red and Man About Oz red.
I can honestly tell you it's blue. Graham just come in.
Right.
Graham just come in.
Yeah. I think he beat you to it, so we'll give it to Graham. 1 point. Nice one, Graham.
Rightio. Is Wonder Woman DC Comics or Marvel Comics? Oh, don't beat yourself up about it, BB. Righto, Mr. Perrin. Challenge the knowledge.
I think it's DC.
You would be 100% correct.
And that goes to BB. 1 point.
Now, this is still an easy question, but echolocation is a navigation system used by which animals? Echolocation is used by a system used by what animals? And they are animals. Actually, they're marsupials. G'day, Debs. How you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a lovely summer. And Mr. Perrin, what's your answer?
I'm going with Debs and Lisa. I think it's bats.
It is. Bats in the belfry.
And Debs just beat Lisa. So Citizen Debs, 1 point.
Right, next question. Who is reported to have controversially said the words, "such is life," before being hung? What do you think, Mr. Perrin?
I wouldn't have known, Johnny, but
Yeah, Ned Kelly was he was classed as an outlaw. He became one, but it was due to the system. And just before they hung him, they said, "Well, such is life." So Ned Kelly is right. So Woz gets that one. Right, on to the 2-pointers next. Mr. Perrin, have you lost your microphone or what? Obviously, something's happened there. What is the current currency used in South Africa? Yeah, c'est la vie. What is the currency used in South Africa?
can you hear me now, Johnny?
Yeah, mate. Yep, not a problem.
Oh, good. I don't know what happened.
Mr. Perrin, we've only got one answer so far.
I thought it was the same as PZ. I thought it was a rand. But you said current, so maybe it's changed. I don't know.
Currency.
Oh, I thought you said the current currency. The currency. Yeah, I'd have gone for rand.
G'day, Jeff. How you doing? Yeah, the correct answer is it is the rand. So who you giving that to, BB?
BB, 2 points.
Okay. The next one. Annie Mae Bullock is the birth name of what singer? Annie Mae Bullock is the birth name of what singer? Mr. Perrin, what's your thoughts?
I think Jeff has come in straight with the right answer. And it's Tina Turner.
And you would be correct. Tina Turner.
Well played, Jeff. 2 points.
And Dolly Parton is and was Dolly Parton. In what, well, I hate this question. Why did I even put it in here? In what month is Halloween? We don't do Halloween here. Why did I put that in there? Because I'm making it a worldly type of whatever. Yeah. What month is Halloween? Like, hell, I don't care.
Never used to be a thing when I was a kid, but it is now. It's a big thing in England, in the UK.
Oh yeah, it's all due to retail. You know, that's
Yeah.
another
And,
bit of
and, the,
bullshit.
and the American, it's the American influence. It's the American movies and whatever that all talk about Halloween. It was never a thing. I mean, we had Bonfire Night, 5th of November. That was our big do when I was a kid.
Yeah, Guy. It was called Guy Fawkes.
I mean, yeah, even up or Bonfire Night, even up until my children were young. I'd say Daniel would have been 7 or 8, so it was quite late. That would have been even in the 80s. Bonfire Night was still the big night.
Righto. So, what did we work out for Halloween?
It's October. Who's got the 1st October? BB. Well played, BB. Another 2 points.
That's the same as that bullshit Halloween, Valentine's Day crap. Another American thing, globalized.
Say that again, Johnny. What was it?
Valentine's bullshit. You know,
no, I
if
think
you
we had Valentine's when I was young.
Yeah, that's right. It's globalization, you know, monetization of some bullshit. You know, if you love somebody, why not give them a bunch of flowers or a small gift semi-regularly as appreciation? You don't need some corporate bullshit telling you, oh, it's Valentine's Day or it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate that.
It is horrible.
Anyhow.
And parents are under so much pressure. I mean, for Christmas as well. Parents are under so
All
much
right,
pressure.
Jeff. No worries, mate.
Anyway.
Righto. So we went off on a tangent there. The 3 chipmunks were Alvin, Theodore, and who else?
I hope that's not an emergency from Jeff there.
Jeff's got a few problems.
Yeah. He must be feeling ill. Because what time is it now in where
Only
Jeff is?
9:30. G'day, John. How you doing, mate? Welcome.
Yeah. So, but it wouldn't have been a normal appointment, would it? He's obviously feeling ill.
I'll read the question again. The 3 chipmunks were Alvin, Theodore, and whom? Or who else? We remember Alvin Purple Eyes. All right, so the chipmunks thing has tossed everybody, have they?
I didn't even know the first 2 you gave, Johnny, so no chance for number 3.
Well, that's
good answer for him.
Yeah. Actually, the correct answer is Simon. And the first one to come in. Yeah, first one to come in was Simon. Graham.
Are we giving that to Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the 2 pointers.
Yeah, then we're on to the 3 pointers now. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about, mate. That's enough. I know you're taking the piss. Ancient Greek myth said that which man carried the world? Ancient Greek myth said Which man carried the world on his shoulders? Wow, the ancient Greek, who carried the world on their shoulders? Come on, folks, think about it. Nonny, g'day. Nonny, how you doing, buddy? Welcome along. Who carried the world on their shoulders? Righto, Mr. Parent.
I think it's Atlas.
It is Atlas, so there's no points on that one. All right. Finish the next line. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my.
You're giving it away now, Johnny.
It was a question. It was a question, baby. Because it was, what's the rest of the line? Bye bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys are drinking whiskey and dry. That'll be the day that I die. All right, Mr. Parent, pick a winner.
I think Susan Debs was first.
Susan Debs, well, that's fine.
3 points. Now, if you could just come on and sing it for us, Debs. You've got to be better than Johnny.
I never said I was good at singing. And I was pretty good in a church choir.
All groups sing well together, though. It's like football crowds. The crowd, even though it's full of people that never sing regularly, they're always in tune. It's one of these mysteries of life. You get a lot of people together, they always sing in tune.
Yeah, well, that's to do with how much beer you've drank.
Could be.
In the story of Jekyll and Hyde, which one was the evil manifest of the Doctor's personality? Hello, Mr. Perrin.
It was Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll was a good guy, and Mr. Hyde was a bad guy. Or the
Yes.
good guy, arguably, he was just the extrovert, and Dr. Jekyll was the introvert. There's a great movie with God, my memory's going terrible. It's a good movie about it that really showed. Gone.
Right. So anyhow, we got Hyde.
Who got the first Hyde? Good old boys, Man About Oz. About Oz. That's a 3-pointer.
Rightio. Moving right along. Which British archaeologist discovered Tutankhamun's tomb? Yes, you should have a beer. You should have a beer.
Yes, it is fascinating, Debs. The curse of Tutankhamun. And the facts of all these people dying or having horrible things seems beyond just chance.
Well, the realm of belief.
Or coincidence or whatever. There's such a
Well, I haven't seen the correct answer yet.
no, I don't know, John. It's another one of those that I'll know when I see the answer first. No idea. It's not in my head.
All right. Right. The thing is, the answer to the question, Howard Carter.
Oh, I wouldn't have known it.
Right. So
Okay,
on the
so
fourth.
that was a 3-pointer gone. So there's a fourth 3-pointer. Yeah.
No, that's it, because the first one went to the wicket keeper too.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
so
no.
it's a 4-pointer.
Right. A failed bank robbery in Sweden in 1973. In 1973, led to the name of which psychiatric condition?
Good question.
A failed bank robbery. Obviously, Jurgen did.
There's a few in our genre that have that.
Yeah, but
condition.
Jurgen, I think Jurgen planned it. Jurgen planned it. That's why it failed. All right, Mr. Perry, that was an easy one.
It was, yeah. Too easy for a 4-pointer. Stockholm Syndrome, and it's BB.
This is where the points start climbing. All right, because remember, there's only 2 of the 4-pointers. BB, that's well done. The Jurgen syndrome. Oh, I'm going to give it to Graham. What is the name of the brightest star in the night sky? And that's not Jurgen.
David.
The Star of David.
Is that the one that followed the wise men or led the wise men to Jesus?
Oh, well, whatever. But there's actually there is actually a brand of aircraft named after it. There's a clue. That's a clue.
All right. Unfortunately, Graham, it's a good answer, but you can't see the sun in the night sky. Bit of a bummer, but.
Well, I always thought the sun shined out of my ass, but apparently not.
Yeah. Anyway, have we got an answer there yet, Johnny?
No. And I'll tell you the answer because it's gone to the wicket keeper. Oh, Cessna. You should have gone for Cirrus. Right. One of the questions that
that was a 4-pointer to the wicketkeeper. So we're on a 5-pointer now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the English word. Mind you, I want this all in one line. I'm going to give you the English for one. I'll give you 5 English words. Tell me the language they come from. Now, I'd like this all in one sentence. Fresco. Karaoke. Bouquet. Kindergarten. Whiskey. All in one line, please, BB. Fresco, karaoke, bouquet, kindergarten, whiskey. Oz hates these ones.
Well, I've got 4 the same as Oz. So.
Now, I do these every now and again. Oz was the one that objected greatly because his attention span was like a squash pissant at times. Not really, but I kind of, it's easier to do it if you just go, whatever, don't know that one, whatever. Yeah. Right out. Let's go. What do you want me to just read the answers out, Mr. Perrin? Or do you want to have a guess at them?
Well, I'm going with Oz. Apart from, I think the last one is a difficult one. I think the rest are. I'll put money on it. It's Italian, Japanese, French, German. The last one, I don't know. I would have just gone for English. Oz went for Scotland. Debs went for Ireland, but she got. I think the first one should be Italian, not Spanish.
Well, I tell you,
Johnny, we're all. Go
on. I will tell you. You were right up until the last one, which came from the Gaelic, which is the Irish. So there you go.
Right. So, well, you're going to have to.
You're the scorer, mate. That's your job.
I think if you're saying it's Irish, Gaelic Irish, not Scottish, because the Scottish Gaelic.
Gaelic, yeah.
I think Lisa came straight in with the right answer right at the start.
All right, we'll give it to Lisa. 5
Italy.
points.
Let's just double check. Italy, Japanese, yeah, French, German, Ireland. Well played, Lisa. Excellent 5 points.
Yeah, like I say, everybody, Oz hates these because you got to think, and I do feel for him because his internet's a bit shit.
That was a good 5 pointer. That was a good 5 point question.
Yeah,
you could tell by the fact that most people got 4 or 5 out of it. So anyway,
actually, the Gaelic it comes from basically the language. If you listen to the question, Gaelic is spoken in Ireland. So that answers that question, BB.
Anyway, it was very well played, Lisa. Not only
that's what I mean.
Answers,
I'll just explain it to BB. Italian,
but unfortunately, Lisa, it didn't quite get you the week's competition because BB was just too far ahead. She was on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She was on 9. So it was BB on 9, Lisa in strong second place with 5, Oz on 4, with Sisters and Debs also on 4. Jeff and Graham on 2 apiece. Oh no, sorry. Graham got another point. Graham was on 3 points, Jeff on 2. Okay. Thank you all very much. I'm going to disappear and get something to eat and wait for the children to go to bed, and then hopefully I'll join you on the stream if you're still going in 45 minutes, 30 minutes, Johnny.
No, that's
But
okay.
Thank you, chat. As always, you've been fantastic. I wish we were as good as you are. Thanks again, and I'll hope to catch you later. Bye all.
All right, mate. No worries. Rightio. So what we're going to have is another intermission. So, you know, once again, go to the toilet, whatever. Yeah, that's right. Spanish, I'll accept Spain. And maybe that confused the people a little bit, but no, we're still going, BB. We're still going. We're going to have a break, and then I'm going to do the last one. Then we'll open the panel up, and if you would like to join, you'd be more than welcome. So what we'll do is we'll whack some music on just for a little bit. Oh, that's all right, Jeff. Now, mind you, if you let me know if you reckon some of this music's shit or what.
I'm in my head, cause I can feel your fingers caressing me, left me for dead, and memories still linger of you undressing me and blessing me. Let's take a shot and
Trust.
pour some liquor out for what used to be.
Copyright.
What was you and me? So love me or not, if you could just hear me out and not be so scared of me, cause it's not fair to me. Just pull the trigger, trigger, trigger. Let's both be bigger and figure it out, cause there's no winner, 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 if we're living in doubt. Just hear me out. Go talk with God. I can't fix what your mama did to you. Gave all I got. I don't deserve the drama that you put me through. How many times? Ain't no reason or rhyme for a broken heart. Why is this so hard? I was so blind to believe you'd be mine. Watch me fall apart. Fucked me from the start. Just pull the trigger, trigger, trigger. Let's both be bigger and figure it out, cause there's no winner, 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 if we're living in doubt. Just hear me out. Why can't you just Hear me out. Yeah.
Righto, we're back. Or I'm back. All right, Jeff, take care, mate. Righto, the last lot of questions. If everybody's ready, let's get into it. If you're ready, just somebody say, yep, we're ready. Righto, BB, your wish is my command. Who plays the role of Indiana Jones in the movies of the same name? Yep, Lisa's got that one. Harrison Ford. Righto, second question. According to the group I hate the most, the Beatles, who picks up the rice in the church after the wedding has been? The cleaner had a name. You should know it. And as soon as I tell you the answer, you kick yourselves. Do you just give up? I think you just give up. Right, I'm gonna call that one. Eleanor Rigby. Mrs. Robinson's was a different song, Oz. All right, third question. What vegetables cut into fine strips are said to be served in what style? Oh, Debs did get it. Yes, thank you, Oz. Debs. Yeah, I've got that. Oz pointed it out to me. That's not a problem. Vegetables cut into fine strips are said to be served in what style? And that style is a julienne. And that'll go to BB that just got ahead of Oz. Matchstick. It depends on where you come from, but it comes from a French term of julienne. Fucking frogs. Anyhow, the last of the 1 point questions. Who is the... No, that's a shit question. We'll do a replacement. What gas makes fizzy drinks fizzy? What gas makes fizzy drinks fizzy? Carbon dioxide. CO2. Give that one a go. Rightio. The book Interview with a Vampire was written... Oh, hang on, no, that's the wrong question. What do you call an inflamed oil gland on the edge of your eyelid? Correct answer would be a sty. Man about Oz, first one in with that one. The source of the Thames River is in which country? Or county, sorry, county. Said that wrong, county. Scrap that question. We'll go for a different one because I fucked it up. By what name is grape sugar more usually called? Of course, Graham knows that one. He brews grog. Murder on the Orient. It's called dextrose. Murder on the Orient Express is the famous work by which writer? Refresh, Lisa, refresh. It does get out, unless you refresh regularly. And that's the thing, Lisa, you got to refresh very regularly. The Doiler. I'll keep an eye on what's going on, Doiler. Thanks for dropping by. Correct answer is Agatha Christie. Oz gets that one. He's the first in with it. That's your opinion. Look, I'll tell you straight up, mate. I know. Oh, did you, Debs? Well, hang on. I'll go back up. I'm looking at it. You said raisin, Debs. Yeah, Oz got it. Oh, no, I read it wrong. Sorry. My mind's going all over the place. Yeah, Oz got that one. Righto. Moving right along. Yeah, I just my mind's doing three things at once. What is the name given to a practice of favouring your own relatives? What is the name given to the practice of favouring your own relatives? I was in Southern America. And nepotism is correct. And I'll give that one to Oz too. All right, that's the end of the 2-pointers. We go into the 3s now. Who was the lady with the lamp? The lady with the lamp was called Florence Nightingale. Now I've got the dilemma, which I usually like to pass on to Perrin, but he's off having a bit of a feed or whatever. And yeah, I'll give it to Lisa because she had the whole deal. Rightio. Yeah, that's it, Oz. What is the smallest planet in the solar system? And it's Mercury. So, right, who had Mercury? Everybody had Pluto. It's actually Mercury. Oh, I'm going to take your second answer, BB. Who was the author of A Brief History of Time? I don't know why. They're trying to abolish everything and change things around, but go back to A Brief History in Time. It wasn't Charles Darwin. It was, in fact, Hawkins, Stephen Hawkins. So I'll give you that one, Oz. Rightio. What is the smallest island in the world? Hang on, I said that wrong. I said it wrong, sorry. I was thinking about something else. What's the largest island in the world? Geez, I'm a dickhead. to keep my mind settled on one thing. What's the largest island in the world? It's actually Greenland. It's actually Greenland. Mind you, half of it's bloody frozen most of the time, so, what the hell? Rightio. Now we're on to... No, we're not. We're still going. We're still going with 3-point questions. No, we shouldn't be. 1, 2, 3. No one got that one. That's right. Righto. Now on to the 4-pointers. Right, true or false? Coca-Cola exists in every country around the world. It's actually false. Actually false. They don't. For the globally, as far as finance goes, that's where they exist, but not every country in the world. So that's a false. And that goes to BB. All right, the last of the 4-pointers. 33 miners were rescued in 2010 after being buried in a mine in which country? Debs gets it with Chile, which is exactly the correct answer. Righto, this is a 5-point question. Simple, single question. Who topped the charts in 1976 with the song No Change? Who topped the charts in 1976 with the song No Change? Was J.J. Barry. No one got that one. Okay. So that game goes to Oz on 7 points. Two other games went to BB. 14 in the first, and 9 in the second. That's who wrote the song, 1976 one. So tonight goes to BB. Well done, BB. Runner-up Oz, and a participation award to everybody that come along and had a bit of fun. What we'll do is we'll have a short intermission, and then I'll open up the panel. Anybody wants to whinge, moan, complain, whatever they want to say. I'm not really worried about it too much. But anyhow, I think we all had a bit of fun, and so far we've taken up a couple of hours of what might have been illicit time or whatever. But yeah, we'll go back to a different. Mind you, I'm playing stuff I haven't heard. It's people putting music out there. YouTube hate it. Everybody else hates it, but why not? Give them a bit of a platform. We can be the judge if it's any good or not. So here we go. This song is Making Sense. The album's by Omi. And hopefully enjoy. That's it, baby. You got it in one.
Wake up and get your focus. No, got no plans tonight. And it ain't too hard to notice all the ways you light up my life. Somehow I'm surprised. You my suddenly making sense. Things we manifest. Never too late to change your mind. Why would I ever say goodbye? Oh, I've been so good at days around. See the stop signs and the green lights. Tell me how I gotta move. Things we manifest. Never too late to change your mind. Why would I ever say goodbye? Oh, love is so good, it pays the rent. Maybe we're right on time. Maybe we're right on. Maybe we're right on time. Maybe we're right on time. Maybe we're right on.
Rightio. I hope you enjoyed that. Nothing wrong with using the word nice. I do try and find, like I say, new people putting out stuff. And I don't listen to it, so I'm listening to it exactly the same as you are. So, without further ado, I've had my e-begging thingo up there. We'll get rid of that. We'll put this one up, and we'll put this up. Which is the all right, there's the yeah, it'd be great to have BB on the panel. She's a younger lady, probably somewhat different perspectives to what we have. But yeah, the link is there. If anybody would like to click the link. Yeah, we're only a small group of people. This is a bit where it goes to shit to a certain extent, but we have a common interest in challenge the brain. Stuff you know, or should know, or used to know. It's always good to exercise the brain. And I enjoy doing it because it exercises mine. I suppose most of the stuff I watch on YouTube is positive, although I dip me bloody foot into some of the crap every now and again. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you sit on, you get shit from every side, so I don't really care. What is disappointing, people you think that were your friends for many years, with their chance of stardom or whatever, they forget who their friends are and go off on other people's tangents. I'm not backwards at coming forwards of calling somebody an arsehole if they're an arsehole. Simple as that. Some people respect it, some people don't. I don't really care about it. But if somebody wants to come along and talk about something, they're more than welcome. But in the meantime, I will play a bloody song, which I do enjoy. Just got to find the right one. And I found it. Here we go.
Let you know how I feel. And if I stumble, if I fall, just help me back so I can make you see. Please give me one more night. just one more night. Oh, one more night. 'Cause I can't live forever. I've been sitting here so
That's it, Nedge. It is a lovely song.
just staring.
Wonderful artist.
And I was wondering, should I call you? Then I thought, maybe you're not alone. Please give me one more night. Give me just one more night. Oh, one more night. 'Cause I can't live forever. Please give me one more night. Oh, just one more night. Oh, one more night. 'Cause I can't wait forever. Give me one more night. Give me just one more night. Just one more night. 'Cause I can't wait forever. Like a river to the sea.
I can't see, Mike. You'll have to click the link.
And if you sail away, I will follow you. Give me one more night. Give me just one more
Now for the song, if he wants to come on.
night.
I think I know who it is.
I know there'll never be a time.
He wants to
The same.
reminisce of old times.
And I know it's
Wants to go positive, fine. Be welcome.
but if you change your mind, you know that I'll be here. And maybe we both can learn.
Okay, BB,
Give me
that's
just one
input.
more night. Give me just one more night.
I'm not
More night. 'Cause I can't wait
I'm not on the YouTube Suck Your Dry program.
all night.
I get a strike every week, which I don't care. But that's a good thing, eh? And and why not? And why not? So what's your song, BB? No one's hit the link yet, so what's your song, BB? Even if I hate it, I'll still play it. Good for you. Because you did win. Genesis was a brilliant band. Oh, Debs, I tell you what, we must be, well, soul brothers and sisters. Genesis, Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac, oh, I tell you what, Genesis, I think Fleetwood Mac, the Rumours album was the one song that stood out to me was Lay Me Down in Tall Grass and Let Me Do Me Stuff. Oh, that was a wonderful song. Yeah, Phil Collins was a control freak. He was a perfectionist. He knew what he wanted to put out of. And yes, he went through a few different groups and that. But if you remember when he started off on Genesis, he was just the drummer. But it was the same as the Karen Carpenter story. I love talking about this. It was absolutely, he started singing from behind the drums because the singer was shit. Ludacris area codes. Okay, I'm gonna. He was a bloody good drummer, but I'd tell you what, Mick Fleet was a bloody good drummer too. So if we go with that, Phil Collins was a bloody good. There's been a lot of good drummers around. And with that, you know, it kind of to set the I suppose the tempo, or no, not the tempo, but the elevation of the drummer from somebody sitting there going to actually being a real band member and participating in it, if you know what I mean. Now, area codes, here we go.
I got pros in different area codes. Area codes. Pros in different area codes. Area codes. Now you thought I was just 770 and 404? I'm worldwide. Act like y'all know it's the abominable man. Globetrot International Postman, neighbor dope man. 718s, 202s. I send small cities and states IOU. 901, matter of fact 305. I'll jump off the G4, we can meet outside. So control your hormones and keep your drawers on till I close the door and I'm jumping your bones. 312, 313, 215, 803. I'll read your horoscope and eat some hors d'oeuvres.
This kind of music, they
self-serve. 757 410's my cell phone just overload.
Well, they're all the same. No one's inventing themselves.
In different area
It's just like rinsing your teeth.
area codes. Pros.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but I do. You want to see area
code. Now every day is a holy day, so stop the violence and put the
what?
away.
Only you would say.
504-972-713. What you gonna do? You checking out the scene, I'm checking out the night. With perpendicular vehicular homicide. 314-201. Too much green, too much fun. I bang in Bangkok. Can't stop, I turn and hit the same spot. Think not, I'm the thriller in Manila. In Hong Kong, pimp 'em like Bishop, Magic, Don Juan. Man, after Henny with a coke and a smile, I just pick up the phone and dial. I got my condoms in a big sack. I'm slanging this like a new jack. Is it cause they like my gangster wall? Gangster wall. 12 or 213, you know that I ball. Stop running, I'll call my substitute free. I got pros. I got pros. In different area codes. Area codes. Pros.
No, well.
Pros. In different area codes. Area codes. 916-415-704. Shout out to the 206. Everybody in the 808.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
216-702-414. 317 214s and the 281s. 334-205. I see y'all. 318 and the 601s. 203-804. 402. 301-904-47.
As promised. Nanny, I'm not to worry. Right. back into the thing out. Anybody would like to join the panel, feel free. I've got no real topics. What I will kind of talk about is this political thing. We've just seen what happened in England to a certain extent. You know, the arsehole, you know, laid on his sword. We've got the same thing happening in Australia, all around a lot of places except for the US. The US, I think, is probably got the better system to a certain extent, not perfect. It's very, very hard when you spend your working life working towards the inevitable. And then you get a government comes along and says, well, you've got money, we're going to take it off you. Although you've even paid taxes on it, whatever. It's your money, but they consider it theirs. That's what we've got happening in Australia. There's a lot of people complaining about they've lost their abilities on a few taxpayer-funded things, which I say, I'm glad that's gone. Fuck them. And that's to do with housing. So everybody wants a house, you've got to have housing to put your people in. And when you're importing people, you've got to have housing. If your governments haven't built a certain amount of government housing, you've got a problem. You don't want to turn your country into a third world country with people on the streets. Mind you, there's always been a smaller percentage of people sleeping on the streets because of their own mismanagement of life. Let's just put it like that. There's been a percentage of people that have sold houses because of interest rates changing, and then they go into the rental markets. That's all right. You've got to have a rental market. Originally, people did like reverse mortgages, lots of kind of shit. And the government's cut that out. I think that's great. I really do. So profiteering and the taxpayer funding those profits, that's gone. That's fine. If you want to build rental properties yourself, funded by yourself and your rental income, great, go for it. Do it 100 times over. You'll never be, but why ask the taxpayer to pay because you lost out or whatever? That's bullshit. Always has been, never agreed with that one. That one's gone. Brilliant. Love it. Love it. Love it. The other thing about, they say, the lack of the skill shortage. There's not a skill shortage. There is an age discrimination. I know good tradesmen that are older, no one hire them. And you get the young smart asses that come from different countries that are so-called qualified, that they've come in here because they are qualified. They're not fucking qualified. And some of the prices they're asking for a day's work or whatever is ludicrous. That's what's happening here. Australia was built on an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. And that is a thing that I believe in. Being an older tradesman, there's few things that I've got prices on, and they've been absolutely ridiculous. So you say, oh, stuff it. I know how to do it. I'm not that flash at it or whatever. It'll still look okay. I'll do it my bloody self. Because ridiculous prices. So these people that call themselves, and don't forget, they all come from a different country, they just go along, they're predatory, go along to the next one until they get a job at their price instead of what the market will pay. The market will pay what people can afford. A good tradesman was never out of work. A good tradesman was always in demand. And in the building trades or whatever, there was always the feed off people. Everybody made a good, honest living, not ripping people off. It's all changed right throughout the whole fucking world now. And it's because of, I'll put it down to a lot of it's because of some of the immigration, imposed immigration that is, and some of it is due to skill shortage. Schooling, everybody tells everybody from day one, they're important, they matter, they are whatever. They can achieve whatever they want to achieve. You know, the world's their oyster. Fine. Real world? No. You've got people that are on social welfare benefits and families, generations of. That's wrong. If they don't want to do anything or say, oh, I don't like that or whatever, work's work. I grew up in a period of time when there was no such thing as social security. So if you didn't have a job, you found one. That's how you fed your family. And to see parasites parasiting off the tax money that we've all paid, and to see how the fuck that happens. People arrive in this country and they're asylum seekers or whatever. This is a fucking island, for fuck's sake. Where is our government departments doing their fucking jobs? If they haven't got their passport, they haven't got to their whatever that they need to come into this country. Instead of saying, I'm seeking asylum, you say, no, you go back to where you fucking come from, return flight, seek it there. No more, no, but not the fucking government we've got. Elbow, sleazy, and the fucking, and the dirty dozen fucking our country up. They all should be hung, drawn, and quartered. They're nothing but cunts. And every one of them, virtually every one of them, have came here with parents from other countries, bludged on our fucking systems, wormed their way into politics. They've never worked a day in their lives, live the ideology of the Marxist regime, and they think they are fucking wonderful and invincible. Well, the one thing about it, that was what I liked about the US of A. If they didn't agree with a politician, they didn't always vote them out. They used Rule 303. Anyhow, on that point, if no one wants to join, I'm going to shut it down and I'll see you next week. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yeah, Debs, it's fucked. And you got more taxes on top of taxes. Absolute bullshit, Debs. I'm over it. Yeah, you pay taxes on your money and you say, oh, well, I'll yeah, predominantly men die before women. You know, I leave my fucking whatever to my wife. The cunts want to tax that. So they're the ones dividing. Righto, Oz, no worries, buddy. You're right. You know, the whole part about that, people who worked hard, they put money in the bank or whatever, one part of that 50-50 relationship that did it, then all of a sudden one dies and the government wants to take their percentage out of that. Well, that's triple dipping. That's nothing but cunts. They should be fucking hung, drawn, quartered. Just executed. That's my thoughts on it. And quite a few countries have got that mentality in their governments. And who voted for them? The maggots they brought into their countries. Yeah, Banksy's had a big week, Lisa. He will be sleeping. But yeah, it's you know, regardless of what side of politics you're on, just you only have to look around to see what's happening. If the people have worked their guts out of getting retaxed and retaxed and retaxed to provide for the parasites that are turning up on the shores. And that's wrong. If the government hasn't got the finances, they should be turning them around and telling them to fuck off. If they haven't gone through the correct processes to enter a country, fuck off. No ifs, no buts, not you pass go, collect 200. No, it's not monopoly. But of these fucking idiots, it is. You know, I don't know what's going to become of it. I know what my strategy is, and it's just go and hide in the rice field and just say fuck yes. Don't need it. Right, we'll put this one up, Deb. We'll start doing this. Yeah, not any longer. Not any longer, Debs. Not any longer. Most parents strive to the family home. And in the event of their passing, they normally pass it along to their children in equal shares or whatever. Sometimes it's not so equal because somebody's a maggot. That happens. But now the governments want to go, oh, hang on, before you go divvying up anything, we want our share. Wrong. Totally wrong. Immoral. Totally immoral. And that shows you the caliber of the person and the groups of people that have been manipulating for years. They are fucking maggots. They need to be eradicated. When you have an when you have a situation where it is infested with basically parasites, it needs to be eradicated. A country needs to have a weights and balance. People need to have a future, a goal. And the goal is not to say to the government, what can you give to me? Debs, my grandfather worked too hard for us to squander it. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Myself, although I'd always worked on the farm, didn't draw an income from it, had a bit of my own interest in it to a certain extent. That's where I got some income, but always did the hard yards until my parents died, and then that was split up into 4 children, of which 3 of them had never put the hard yards in, realistically. Of which I wanted it, so I had to put my hand in my pocket, pay them out at current value, and just kept plodding along myself until I got friggin' sick of it. But there was no government, oh, you're going to pay us our percentage at that time. But now, in this country, that's what's happening. I don't know how they get their justification. I don't know how any of these bastards sleep of a night when they're thieving off the country. They're just parasites. They've got no conscience. Everything they've done, and mind you, they've got portfolios worth millions and millions of dollars that they've accumulated, which means stolen, graft, corruption. No ifs and buts about it. They're fucking thieves. They're cunts. Do we live with it? We have to. Because who do you report it to? Because they control the whole fucking lot of it. And on that point, I'm going to say good night, people. I'll see you next week for trivia. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy life. Bye-bye.